Today, I am very happy to make a video about one of the new features in Google Workspace for Education that is available to educators. We are on a paid version of Google Workspace for Education, and with this paid feature, I can now create a recording in my Google Slides. So over here, this was one of the new features that was coming that was announced just last week. So speaker spotlight and recordings in slides. This is a GIF released by Google for Education about how to use the recording in Google Slides. So I will demonstrate. It's available again for Education Plus, and it's just rolling out to our domain now. So up here at the top, I can click record. I can record up to 30 minutes. So I'll show you what it looks like. It says I can record a new video. Now my camera and microphone are blocked because I'm using a different application to record and make this video for you. So I'm going to dismiss this for right now. I can allow or block my microphone. And then I can always click here to turn off my video or turn off my microphone or click and turn it back on. I can click here to start my recording. It's going to open another pop-up box over top of it. So I can click to select the slide that I am on to record, and then I'm going to click to allow. I can also turn this off to disallow my tab audio, but I'm going to allow it for right now. And it's going to give me a countdown for when I start making my recording. Once I have finished recording about the slide that I'm on, notice that I can't see the rest of my slides over in the left. I can only see the one slide that I am on. I'm going to click this button again to stop my recording. I can re-record it if I don't like what I just said, or I can re-record it, or I can save it to Drive. Now what happens when I click Save to Drive for the first time, it's going to create a folder in my Google Drive. So I'll show you what that looks like. A new folder is created called Slides Recording. Here's my new one that I just made. And so as it's finishing uploading, it will create a picture of the slide that I was on, and then I'll know that the recording, which slide it goes with. If I go back to my slides, it gives me the option to record a new video if I want to. I could go to my next slide in my slide deck and create a new recording for that. You can see it's still processing for this one. On this one, I had made one earlier, so that one was the one you saw that was already saved in my slides. And so you can see the screenshot of my first Google slide. My second one is still uploading, so the picture is not there yet, but it will be. As I go on through my lesson and going to my next slide, I could create another one if I wanted to. Notice that it says to create and view two recorded slideshows because I made one recording for this one recording for that one. So why would I use this? In this feature would be very useful to provide greater accessibility for my students. Perhaps I have somebody who has trouble seeing my slides. I can explain in language and giving them an audio version of what I'm asking them to do. In addition, I can give them support if they're a struggling reader because I can read the instructions so that they can understand what I'm saying. I could allow this recording to go into my Google Classroom so that my students would have access to this so that they could re-watch my lesson that I've given in class. This is a great way for them to review and to practice right before an assessment. Maybe there was something that I should have explained better in my slides during class, and that came to light when students were asking me questions. I could also use this to add an extra explanation so that my students would have a better understanding of the content. There's not a lot of tools in here for me to edit my recording other than just to re-record it. So why would I use it? I would use it for merely having them to watch it again or to provide that accessibility. There's two really great features in here, being able to have the option to record what I'm saying and provide the greater accessibility for my students. Now that you have made your recordings, how do you actually see them in your slide deck? You might be wondering, I've made these recordings, they show up over here, but I don't see them linked in my slides. So what do I do? Well, I'm going to click here on my recordings and I can see that I made one for slide 1 and I made one for slide 2. So first I'm going to go back to slide 1. I'm going to go up to my insert menu to select a video. As soon as I select video, I'm going to be taken back to my drive. And you might have to look for that folder that says slide recordings, but I'm just going to click on this. Once I found my recording, I'll click on that and then click insert. You'll see now I have a play button. It goes over top of my picture in my design in my slides. And over here on the right, I have a menu that I can choose that how it's going to play. Do I want it to play on a click? Do I want it to automatically start playing? Do I want to manually click it? So those are options that you can choose. You can decide when it's going to start and when it's going to end. If I was putting this into my Google Classroom, I probably would want to make it very easy for my students that it just automatically plays. But those are all things for you to decide as the educator. So once you have recorded your options and you've added it so that it shows as a video, you can click out of here the form and close this window, format options. I'm going to go back to my second slide. I'm going to go to insert my video so that I can find that video in my slides recording folder. I will click insert, and now my second one is showing here, and you can see this little symbol over on the left of my slides. It shows which slides have the icon with a recording in it. Notice that these two do not, because I didn't record anything there. And then again, it's going to open here so that I can set my settings for this slide. So as soon as they're on this, it would automatically play. As soon as they've clicked over to that slide, it would automatically start for them. Or I could say that they have to click on it before it starts. So those are all options for you. I hope that you enjoy this feature of using recording in Google Slides. Have a great day.